get this cake on my birthday?
No, you can't.
Please.
Shut it.
Meet Zara Robinson, 10-year-old math whiz, likes cake. And if she ever wants to work in finance when she grows up, her mother is making sure she and other girls like her have all the right ingredients.
My mom is in finance and she helps girls and women who are in finance or want to be in finance.
For Chaitali Patel, a career in finance was a dream come true. But now, arming young girls with the right to education, a network of mentors, and the tools to overcome gender biases has become her life's work. She is Global Director of Pre-Career Initiatives at 100 Women in Finance, an organization that brings together leading women in the industry, now a network, 20,000 strong, and then harnesses their collective power to guide young women into conquering the Wall Streets of the world.
We want to do things differently, then we have to bring different kinds of people in the industry, whether that is people from minority communities or whether they're people from different gender. We just have to bring diverse opinions, diverse thoughts, perspectives to change the industry from within, basically.
That's not to say that women haven't made inroads. After all, they currently hold 3 of the most powerful financial positions in the world. Janet Yellen of the U.S. Treasury, Christine Lagarde of the European Central Bank, and Kristalina Georgieva of the International Monetary Fund. The problem is that progress across the sector has been uneven. Especially here on Wall Street, which for decades has been the equivalent of a giant man cave of money makers. And even though more women are now disrupting the field of high finance and taking the proverbial bull by the horns, they're not exactly crushing it just yet. When Professor Linda Allen began her career in finance, she used to be the only woman in the room.
There is no doubt that there is a disparity in terms of outcomes, in terms of the number of women who are rising to the top levels in the fields of finance. And though, of course, it's a lot better than when I entered the field, it is certainly not at a parity level.
And especially not in the fields that reap the biggest financial rewards. An array of data shows that much of the senior roles held by women here have been in back office positions, such as human resources, legal, investor relations, and not in the high revenue generating client-facing roles.
That's very high pressure. It's very lucrative. That's where the big bucks are, if you will. But that's where we have seen that women are not as well represented.
Financial literacy group Rock the Street Wall Street estimates that women account for around 12% of senior private equity professionals, less than 1 in 10 mutual fund managers and venture capital partners, and just 2.5% of hedge fund managers. And that's what organizations like 100 Women in Finance are working to change.
If I could reach one African American girl somewhere in the middle of this country who never considered finance career before, and she pursues it and becomes an asset manager or investment manager, to me, if I can just convert one, I win.
The longer-term goal for Chaitali and 100 Women in Finance is for women to occupy 30% of investment team and executive leadership roles by the year 2040. So that girls like Zara can have their cake and eat it too. Liling Tan, CGTN, New York.